Well, hello everybody. We're back to the F-45A series where we present some of the Steam Workshop missions, because this particular plane does not have a campaign on its own. So we're now looking at different scenarios, basically single missions. Not so much as a walkthrough, because most of them are very easy. It's just about how, demonstrating how I do these missions. And I do watch a lot of other people's streams. I always learn something new, so I think it's rather useful. So sometimes we will go over some weapon systems. Sometimes we will talk about the mission, about how to approach the mission and all on. So it's just meant to be fun. So this time we're going to look at the scenario called Operation Valiant. So, strike package commander with the task of taking out a critical C2 node. Once destroyed the main station for further tasks. So it tells you about one task, but there's about 5 or 6 others that it doesn't tell you about. So dynamic tasks means you will be issued the tasks during the mission itself. So make sure to leave to vote it up. Make sure to favorite it if you want, and let's see what the mission is about. So call sign Bravo 11. Usually, if we are Alpha, it means that we are the first or the only team. When there's Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and so on, it means there are several teams, each with a mission on its own. So it's important. This mission basically outlines the importance of focusing on your objective, your task, and let the others do theirs. Otherwise, you might run out of ammunition. You have to go back to the carrier, and it basically compromises the mission. So here is the destruction of the C2 node. So we have a C2 bunker, a concrete bunker, and 4 cylindrical tents. And then when we go back to the D2 to the dynamic task holding point, they will be telling us about SAM launchers, bombers, battle tanks, and so on. So it tells us that we need to have some properly heavy bombs, so GBU-12s or MK-83s, and some IR, so heat-seeking weapons for self-protection, which we have to take on some of the hard points, because that's the only thing we can take. So, as I said, think about this mission as going to shopping. So your wife or your mom has given you a shopping list, it's giving you a certain amount of money. You need to go to the shop, buy just the items on the list, and don't go around any racks and just put in random items in your shopping bag, because you will get an earful from your mom/wife, and you will run out of money. So here, what we have here. So on these hard points, we can only take the anti-air. We'll take aim 9 plus. Same here. So here, let's stock up on these GBU-39s. So there's 4 on each rack, so that's 8 in total. Okay, so 4, 8, and then let's take a lot of GBU-12s, well, as much as we can. So 4 GBU-12s. They will help us with some of the mobile targets. So they are laser guided. So we have 4 of these, 8 of these, and then 6 of these, which we won't be needing anyway. So we are taking off on the carrier. I think 5,835 fuel should be enough. Let's launch. So we have Bravo 11. Okay, so let's start up everything. ATC, this is Bravo 11, requesting takeoff. ATC, this is Bravo 11, requesting takeoff.
Bravo 1-1, tower, roger that. Hold your position and wait for clearance.
Okay, so today's mission has a really nice sort of scenario, has a nice voice commands, which confirms and directs you throughout. So it's one of the nicest actually I've ever played. It isn't too complicated. The anti-air defenses are not that challenging, but it's a nice little mission. It's like a practice mission with a scenario, so I really enjoy it. So I encourage you to try it. Okay, let's put the launch bar down.
1-1, you're cleared to taxi to Cat 4.
Let's taxi now.
Engaging the enemy. Magnum. Bravo 1-1, locked in. Northwest.
Okay, let's do a traditional save on the carrier prior to takeoff.
Bravo 1-1. Shields up, ready to go.
Okay, so now most of the time you are issued a objective. You will be issued also GPS points, which makes your job a little bit easier. So you see the two SAM sites ahead of you. Don't do anything. Don't spend your ammunition. You can see it already. The other teams are tackling it. So there's a rocket on its way. Okay.
Picture clean. Push to target. We have incoming hostile targets.
Okay, now we have the GPS target. So we have a bunker and 4 tents. The GBUs are automatic cycle, so they will just go through the targets as you release them. I made a mistake and selected GBU 38I and GBU 39I, so I'm gonna have to switch midway. My mistake, but it's not too bad. GBU 39s, they have wings and they can fly farther than the GBU 38s, so we'll just make sure to look at your targets. So we're going to release 4, and then 5th one we're going to switch to the GBU 38s. Let's get some altitude, and then we're just waiting for the targets to show up.
Bandits sighted. Arming weapons.
Missile launch.
Okay, remember they are in the internal base, so it means trigger will open the doors and then weapon swap button will release the bombs. So here we go. Release the trigger. Oh, actually press the trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then switch to the GBU 38, and then do the last one. And then we're just gonna let the bombs do their thing. We're gonna come back and hover around here, waiting for the instructions. We can see the bombs are already on its way. We can now delete this. We don't need it. Because the bombs already have their GPS pre-programmed in them.
Magnum launched.
Missile launch.
Bravo 1, Overlord. PDA shows target destroyed. Continue to DT hold and await further.
Okay, now we have to go to the DT hold, or dynamic task hold. Basically this is a position where you need to wait further instructions. You can see the other teams are very busy in destroying the anti-air defenses or suppressing enemy air defenses, or SAD, or SEED, SAD, whatever it's called. Let's do a save. First objective has been done. Let's wait for the others. In the meantime, we can get rid of this wreck. We don't need it anymore. It just makes it easier to cycle through weapons.
Bravo 1 Overlord, new mission, target, main battle tank. Check data for location. Weapon of choice GBU 12.
Okay, main battle tank.
66.
Now that we have optical pointed to the tank, it means the laser is also pointed to it. So we're gonna select GBU 12. And then this is on your wing, so the trigger will release it. You don't need to hold it.
Hostile targets.
Okay, so let's release the bomb, and then just make sure that we keep an eye on it. Actually keep our optics on it. The best thing to do is to circle around the target in counterclockwise direction, because the optics is on your left hand side. Now we see our bomb making the way to the battle tank.
335, 35,000. Tracking south. Engaging the enemy. Fox 3. Threat PSM 66, Alpha and Charlie to support.
Fox 3. Damn, the enemy evaded my missile.
Okay,
Fox.
now we got the next target, which is the next bunker, but and we already got the GPS point. You can test that out by saying GPS acquired. It means
Breaking off.
draw the
Missile on me.
GPS information and then point the optics to it. So we're all good. We're gonna
Missile
go and
defeated. Re-engaging.
throw a bomb on it. Let me just find it. This arrow here indicates where the optical. Okay, there it is.
Got a missile on me. Going defensive.
Ah, crap. I missed the target. Fox 3.
Missile evaded.
Fox 2.
Fox 2. Shoot.
Ah, he shook my missile. Fox 3.
Okay. There we go. We can delete that now.
I'm gonna try and shake it.
Alpha 1 Overlord, new group bar 340, 20, 15,000, hostile, heavy, 4 contacts, engage.
Dodge that one. Did anybody see that? Fox 2. My missile failed to hit. Fox 3.
Bravo 1 Overlord, new mission, target, bomber, at enemy airfield, weapon of choice GBU 12, threat PSM 66, Alpha and Charlie to support.
Missile defeated. Where am I? Enemy targets.
Okay, the next one is bomber, which is on the runway.
I think I've got a missile on me. Watch this.
I'm going to destroy the bomber with my guns.
Missile lost tracking.
I'm trying to save because I have 2 GPUs and 3 GPU 12s.
My missile failed to track.
Standing handy using countermeasures.
Missile defeated. Splash. Target destroyed.
Let's do one of these GPU 12s actually. Maybe there's the anti-air defense. I don't want to risk it.
Gauss. Scratch 1 SOB. Fox 2. Damn, the enemy evaded my missile. Spotted hostile targets. Arming weapons. Fox 2. Damn it, missile lost tracking. Bogey destroyed.
There we go.
Bravo 1 Overlord, new mission, smack SAM launcher, check data for coordinates, weapon of choice SDB-2, threat BSM 66, Alpha and Charlie to support.
Missile launch.
Okay, that's the next target. Let's use the GPU 38. It is a stationary target.
Alpha 1 Overlord, pop-up threat bra 320, 10, 15,000, hostile, heavy, 4 contacts.
Oh shit, that missile came close. Hostile target spotted. Going weapons hot.
Bravo 1-1 Overlord, pop-up group bullseye 335, 35, 5,000, tracking south. Hostile bullseye 337, 35, 5,000, tracking south.
Fox 3. Heckle.
Incoming missile. Evading.
Fox 3. Fox 3. Missile defeated.
Standing handy using countermeasures.
Shot. That one looked like it hurt. Scratch 1 SOB.
There we can see the bomb.
Fox 2. Missile away.
I need Bravo 1 Overlord, new mission, target cruiser, check data for coordinates, weapon of choice GBU 12, threat PSM 66, Alpha and Charlie to support.
Hostile spotted. I'm engaging.
My mission.
Fox 2. Air threat has been eliminated.
Let's see what this is.
Shoot.
Okay. So let's throw one. Okay, let's see if this bomb alone will do the damage. Sometimes you need 2 for the cruiser. And make sure you are aware of the because it will fire on you. Okay, let's do another one, because this one wasn't enough. Let's make another turn.
Over T. Over T.
Attack my target.
Over T.
No, I can't do that. I found a target. Engage me.
Shoot.
Bravo 1 Overlord, new mission, target SPG, check data for location, weapon of choice GBU-12, threat BSM-66, Alpha and Charlie to support.
Hell yeah, target obliterated.
Okay, SPG, let's see what that is. Let's verify that in our optics first. Is it moving or is it stationary? Because we don't have any more GBU-12s, so it better not be moving. It's moving. Okay, so let's try and use our heat-seeking missile, because if it's moving, it's on.
Bombs away. That's gonna leave a crater.
And if not, we'll just gun it.
Pickle, bombs away. Check. He's gonna feel that one in the morning.
Plot. 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 Plot.
Hostile spotted. I'm engaging.
Okay, so that's it for the mission. The next objective is, well, basically there's no next objective, but I usually like to fly home. So R2B, RTB. Okay, because the carrier is going towards us, we're not gonna make all the way around to land conventionally using the arrested landing. We're just gonna we're gonna land from the nose. Let's do the waypoint. Okay, we're gonna land from the nose using vertical landing. ATC, this is Bravo 1-1 requesting vertical landing.
Bombs away. Bravo 1-1. Tower, copy. Fly heading 148. Pickle, bombs away. Check. Target destroyed. Cool. Shack, good hit.
Okay, let's try and use the cap.
Check. He's gonna feel that one in the morning.
So let's get the speed down. Let's get the engine tilt to 90 degrees.
Pickle.
Okay. Now it's going to be losing speed gradually.
Boom goes the
Landing gear
dynamite.
down. Put the throttle away all the way back, and then engage VCAP. So now VCAP will be trying to slow you down.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Special delivery.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Shack. Target destroyed. Bravo 1-1. Tower. Cleared to land on pair 0-1.
Okay, now we have the VCAP going, so joystick forward is to go down, whereas we control the speed with our throttle. It's still very fast, so all the way back please. Now the plane is desperately trying to slow us down. It will mean that it will increase the altitude. You just let it do that. Keep an eye on where the carrier is. So now start losing some altitude. Recap is definitely not the fastest way to land, but I like to practice it. Okay, now we got the velocity vector pointed roughly where I want to land. The speed is 70 kilometers an hour, which is good. Now VCAP, maybe not the fastest way, but it's very precise. If you get it right, then you can really precisely park where you want, like on a helipad, or in this case, this part of the cruiser. So make sure to slow down as you approach.
Over G.
Air crews on station.
Okay, that wasn't what I planned. It was coming in a bit too hot. Okay, let's do it again properly. Okay. Now, when things start going wrong with the VCAP, it's hard to recover. So I'm not really in favor of using VCAP for any carrier landing. So let's kill it. And then let's just use
Low on fuel, I'm gonna go somewhere up.
okay, don't have the nerves to do that. Anyway, so that was the mission. Thank you for flying with me. Until next time, see you.